Former Cabinet Minister Shane Gibson was back in court today, this time to complete the next step in his bribery and extortion case. Fern Carey tells us more.
Former Cabinet Minister Shane Gibson received his voluntary bill of indictment papers Tuesday, which means his case has now been fast-tracked to Supreme Court for trial. During the proceeding, Crown Prosecutor Terry Archer informed the court that the charges have been reduced from 39 to 31, which means the former Minister of Labor and National Insurance is now facing 15 counts of bribery, 15 counts of extortion, and 1 count of misconduct in public office. It is alleged that he solicited some $250,000 in bribes. However, Mr. Gibson, who appeared in court with his wife, relatives, and supporters, has denied any involvement in the matters and has pleaded not guilty to all charges. He remains on $40,000 bail. Once the voluntary bill of indictment documents were served, Magistrate Sabu Swain asked Mr. Gibson about his notice of alibi. However, his attorney, Wayne Munro-Cusi, responded that it is impossible for Mr. Gibson to present an alibi at this time, as the charges against him do not specify when they allegedly occurred. The Queen's Counsel told reporters outside court why that issue is so important to the case.
In the context of being able to properly defend yourself, you'd have heard the magistrate say you wouldn't be able to lead an alibi. Well, if you say I gave you some money, surely you know when within the 118 days that happened. If you say you gave me money, I would have thought that you would know when within the 118 days that happens. Because you would have remembered this was during a time where Mr. Gibson would have been traveling on and off of New Providence. And so it's very important for this young man to say it happened on this date at this time, so that if Mr. Gibson was in Grand Bahama and not New Providence, he has the ability to show that couldn't have possibly happened because I wasn't on the island of New Providence at all.
Here's how Mr. Gibson's attorney responded when asked how confident he is that his client will win his case in Supreme Court.
Is this a case that can be tried in the existing system is a real question that we're looking at. Did the government move too quickly in not doing what the British did in Turks and Caicos before attempting corruption trials? All of those are issues. A report by Sir Robin All, the retired English Court of Appeal judge, makes very interesting reading on how these things should happen.
Now, Mr. Gibson has to appear in Supreme Court on October 20th. If he doesn't, the court will issue a warrant of arrest to assure his attendance at court. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.